Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The question that we're looking at today is, do you have the courage of Joseph? Now, to give a brief summary of the story of Joseph, in Genesis chapter 39, Joseph was a servant of an officer of Pharaoh and ended up being an overseer of his master's house. As Joseph said himself in verse 9, there was nothing that he didn't have in the house, except for one thing, his wife. His wife was a promiscuous woman, and she pestered him day after day for him to sleep with her. Joseph, being the righteous man he was, refused every single time. He knew that his wife could get him in trouble, but he still stood by his values anyway, and said no and refused. And he was not alone. We can find similar acts of courage in the Bible. A great example are Daniel's companions in Daniel 3. The Babylonian king at the time, King Nebuchadnezzar, had erected a statue and commanded that all the people with titles like princes, treasurers, judges, and such like should bow down to it for the dedication of the image. The punishment for not doing so was death by being thrown in a fiery furnace. Daniel's companions, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were present at the dedication, but refused to bow down to the image, the only people to refuse. When they were summoned and reminded of the punishment in Daniel chapter 3 verses 16 to 18, this is what they had to say. O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. This is an inspirational level of courage. Even when faced with certain death without miraculous help, they were still able to say no and refuse to disobey the Lord. Now, do we have this courage? Can we say no to anything that would be sinful? This is the real question. Let's go through some modern-day examples, as nobody's going to be throwing us in any fiery furnaces in this age for not bowing down to a statue. Let's say we're at a party, an event, a gathering, and someone attempts to seduce us. Will we be able to say no to the offer, or will we accept it? If a lot of our close friends are going out to drink and get drunk, will we do the same, or refuse, as Ephesians chapter 5 verse 18 told us to do? If we can refuse, then we have the courage that Joseph had. But if we succumb to the temptation, then there's still work that we have to do, as being able to say no to sin is the core of being a Christian, according to James chapter 4 verse 7 and Psalm chapter 119 verse 11. And if we are able to say no to sin, God will reward us for our efforts in his service. Think of Joseph, who became second to Pharaoh in Genesis chapter 41 verses 39 to 46. And we can't forget Jesus Christ, who in Matthew chapter 4 verses 1 to 11 refused Satan's offers of instant influence over the world, and later, after the ransom sacrifice, Jesus Christ became king of God's kingdom for his efforts, and gained incredible power, as prophesied in Luke chapter 1 verses 32 to 33. God has promised that if we do the same, we too will be blessed for our labors, in Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And that is the end to the answer of this question. If you enjoyed the answer, learned something little, and you want to show support to my channel, then you can hit the subscribe button and the like button. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.